Hey y'all, I'm Chris with Million Rigs. I'm sitting here in front of my 86 Chevy Squarebody. Picked her up about a week ago and just spent the last couple hours driving her around and getting a feel for her, see how she brakes, handles, accelerates, listening to the engine noise and any kind of weird noises I hear. She definitely has some quirks, definitely has some stuff that we're going to be doing to her on top of just doing a build. I'm going to do a walk around on this truck in just a minute and show you everything. I kind of have a laundry list of stuff that that needs to be done. But before I do that, let me just tell you about Million Rigs. I'll just take a second. We're a truck enthusiast group, 4x4, off-road. We want to fix up trucks. We want to show the trucks that you're fixing up. Check us out on Facebook at Million Rigs. All right, let's take a look around this truck. All right, let's take a look under the hood first. So obviously she's got a few issues. So that used to be where the AC ran. So she's got AC, but obviously not hooked up right now. It's hot here where I'm at. I'm in the southeast, so we're gonna probably need to fix some AC. Already replaced the carburetor. It's an Edelbrock carburetor. You can also see the distributor back there maybe is new. Let's get a little light here on some of this stuff. Yeah, there we go. Nice and shiny back there. All this stuff looks pretty clean. Carburetor looks pretty good back there, brand new. Intake is also Edelbrock Performer EPS. So that's the good stuff. All right, now here's the stuff that obviously concerns me. So you got the exhaust manifold gasket. You can see right there, like it doesn't even come all the way to the end. Some of those bolts even look like they might be backed out an 1/8 of an inch. So that's certainly concerning in the engine compartment. Same with the other side. So doesn't look like that the headers are tightened all the way up there. So we'll take a look at that. Got a little oil spray going on in here, something with the spark plug wire, so burn through on that. So we'll fix that up. Looks good though. Power steering worked pretty good while we were out. So all right, the tires are pretty good. They're Nitto Terra Grappler, probably 33.5, almost 34-inch tall tires. So I'm okay with those for now. We'll keep her on there. The body, pretty straight body. Very happy with that. And obviously the mirror is an issue. I've got the spare. We'll just have to get it bolted on. Missing an antenna up there. Interior, not too bad. Actually, I'd say pretty good shape, really. So I'm trying to get this light in here a little bit. You know, a little hole in the seat, little tear. That's to be expected. All this dash stuff, like all this stuff, it can be replaced with parts, as you probably know. It's not cheap, but it's honestly not too terribly bad. So I actually plan on redoing this whole interior. Put some Dynamat down and new carpet, you know, put a radio, CB, you know, some of those things. You can see on that side. There you go. You can see it's missing the window handle or the window roller. Door handle's kind of popped off there. No big deals. Okay, rust issues. It's got a few. So obviously you can see right here, lit up on these rockers. It's pretty normal. And a little bit here on the cab corner. This all can be fixed pretty easily. I'd say it's actually on both sides. So that's something we'll get to eventually before we take her to the paint booth. Okay, one thing I'm really concerned about, like I said, I picked her up about a week ago and drove her home, went to the gas station, filled her up, and gas was pouring out of the top of the fuel tank. So I've got to fix that pretty quick. I've been driving around. I got the fuel tank just about empty, and so I actually have already got the fuel tank here. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to drop the tank or take the go ahead and take the bed off. I'm leaning towards taking the bed off. I'd love to, if you have some opinions on that, put them in the comments, but I'm leaning towards taking the bed off, and while I got the bed off, I'll do a little maintenance underneath and try to do some rust prevention, or if I see any little bits of rust under there, I can go ahead and take care of that. Okay, here's the back. Pretty good shape. You can see it's a dual exhaust. It's not a true dual exhaust, but dual exhaust. And I'm going to get up underneath here in just a second. I'm going to show you that pipe there has been actually cut off already, so it's not even, the exhaust isn't even flowing through that pipe. So I got to fix that. Little minor things like, hey, look, there's a license plate light. I already ordered that. I got it in the house. We're going to take care of that. The back of the truck pretty clean. Really, the bed's in great shape. I mean, there's no rust. I mean, that's some surface stuff there. We'll get it cleaned up before we take it to the paint booth. But anyway, good shape. Straight body, very straight body. All right, here's the other side. A little bit of rust. Really none even in the rockers on this side. I have to double check, kind of get up in there, but yeah, it's clean. Just on that cab corner. All right, so yeah, seat's good. That seat belt is broke. I already have another seat belt. We're gonna get that fixed up. Right now, I'm the only one that can ride in it, and I'd love to take my kids out. So we're gonna have to get that fixed up pretty quick. All right, we're underneath now, obviously. There's a few things underneath here. Overall, there's no rust, really. There's rust on this exhaust. As you can see, that pipe right there. I've got one exhaust pipe going out there, and then obviously none there. So we're gonna have to get that worked out. But generally speaking, it's hard to see under here, but I'll try to get some better light and do it again. But you can see there's no rust. There's no body rust. There's no frame rust at all to speak of, so I'm really happy with the condition. That'll make it a lot easier. Okay, so here we go. It's pretty wet right here. This is what I'm gonna have some work on, I can tell you that for now. There's some transmission fluid coming out. There's certainly an oil that's dripping out, and I'm gonna have to get under here and really sort that out. It is drivable. I'll just keep adding oil and checking transmission until I can get to it. But even like you can see right here, like that bolt probably should not be backed out quite that far or at all. So there's a few things like that we're gonna have to work out. All right, this is my little man Everett. Say hey, Everett. He's gonna help me out today. He's gonna actually step on the gas. I'm gonna crank it up so we can hear it, and I'll let him juice it a little bit. That's the fun part, right? Revving it up. Is it loud? Okay. Let's do it. Alright, you can hear that popping, and that's probably those exhaust manifold gaskets. Alright, give it some gas. Alright, I'm going to show y'all one more thing. I think it's just really cool. Like, I love this. So, I opened up the glove box, And this stuff was in here. This is the original 1986 owner's manual. It's got, this is cool right here. I'm going to show you all that in just a second. It's got all this original paperwork. It's got what came with the truck. To me, I love this kind of nostalgia stuff. This is, to me, this is just so cool that this is still with the truck. And this, love this. This is the original sales slip. I don't know if you can see that number right here, but when was the last time you could buy a new truck for $15,450? That's pretty cool. All right, so that's the walk around on the truck. Come on over here, little man. Hey y'all, so we did the walk around on the truck. I hope you thought that was pretty cool. One thing I forgot to mention that's really wrong with this truck is the gear selector is not working, and also the truck jumps into gear. It works in overdrive and reverse, but the lower gears won't engage at all. So obviously we got some transmission work to do. So I hope you enjoyed the walk around. The last thing we want to talk about on this truck is the budget and the build budget. So I've got $4,500 into this truck right now. I feel like that's pretty good given how straight the body is. Mechanically, got some quirks I got to work out, so nothing too major there, I don't think. So the build budget. So what I'd like to do is probably somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 for the build. Keep it below $7,000, excluding the paint. Paint's a sort of a special deal, and I'll talk more on that later. But $5,000 to $7,000, probably put a lift on it, get some of the motor stuff, performance stuff put on the motor. Inside the cab, I definitely want to get that done, the AC, so I'm probably going to be bumping up against that $5,000 to $7,000 pretty quick. I'm going to do most of the work myself, which will help save certainly on labor. Alright, so here's what I'd like for you to do, if you don't mind. Hey, if this was your truck and you had, this truck and you had $5,000 to $7,000 to put into it and make it whatever you wanted, what would you do? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you would do, and we may run with some of those. We're going to video this build. We're going to video the things that we're doing. All right, we hope you like this video. Make sure you like it. That's good. Make sure you like it and subscribe, and you'll get all of our updates going forward on this truck build. One thing that we're also going to be doing is we're going to be going around and we're going to video some other trucks. So hit up facebook.com groups and go to Million Rigs. We're going to feature some of our group members' trucks. I think we're going to be doing a mud racing truck up in the upstate of South Carolina, I believe, along with some other trucks. We may be doing one out west. It's a huge Ford, and this guy and his kid has built it, and it's pretty awesome. So we're going to be going around doing some cool stuff. Check it out. Subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.